put together this beautiful pracha as we are about to conclude. And talking about conclude, we have known that all good things must come to one. It's about you. But it does not mean that in our life we will forget what the Lord, whatever teachings we have listened for the three, include tonight, to put in our life and always to try to be a changed individual. Beloved devotees, before I commence Katha this evening, I want to ask you, how are you doing tonight? What is the answer for me? Let me see who, all those of you who are doing good, raise your hand. All those of you who are doing great, raise your hand. And all those of you who are doing excellent, raise your hand. I know many of you cheat tonight. Bye-bye, Shri. Lovely devotees, when we have been asked the question how we're doing, the answer does not be realistic all the time. It depends who asks the question. If someone comes to you and you know that person will help you, say, Pandit, today about you. And if you know that person to your standard, you'll say, I'm trying. Alright, I will not get to that. Lovely devotees, for us to put our mind, to put our thoughts, our mood this evening, let us invite Bhagwan Shankar. I know in Gyaan they put him outside in the Shiva Mandir. It is about time to bring him into our Mandir so we can feel the vibration, as which we are about to listen to the Shiv Mahapuran next month. The great concept of this philosophy that we all will put in our life and adopt it. And I will try once more this evening to bring it to the best of my ability. Let us all glorify this divine Paramatma Bhagwan Shiva. Chandrasekharaya Namo Gangadharaya Namo Again, everyone. Chandrasekharaya Namo Ganga. Again, Ganga. One more time. Gangadharaya Namo. Praise Shri Shiv Shankar Bhagwan ki. Devotees, last night we listened to a katha from the Devi Bhagavad Mahapurana, and we learned about this one word that can destroy any relationship. Anybody remember this one word? Are you walking in stop if we can hear? Assumption. Sitting down and thinking in our mind about others. And it comes in 4 ways. We're not here to discuss last night's katha. We have learned time pass meal. You don't know that one, right? Time pass meal kana. We mean there's time for everything. Tonight we're here for us to listen Shiva, Puran, and lovely devotees. Before I commence my katha, take you to the golden pages of the Shiv Mahapurana. I want to ask you a simple question. What is the greatest feeling in this world? There are many things, right? What is the greatest feeling in this world? Anybody? Can you feel love? God tells us this evening, the greatest feeling in this world is to see your parents smile. I know you are the reason. I want you to analyze that. When we were growing up, we tried to make our parents proud of us. That is one of the greatest feelings in this world. And all of us will have that day. When we were a child, we were still starved, we built a family, and we all will have that feelings. Unless if we perform some bad karma. And then there are some chances we can turn that karma around based on knowledge. For those who cannot bring forth children into this world, what recommended? Anybody? What they recommend? We have heard many ancient and long ago, the older folks will advise couple who cannot bring forth children to perform a special puja to a special deity. Anyone knows who is that person? Angaji come to Satsangh. Before I tell you, I know there's a lot of young people are in love with what they said. It's one of the greatest feelings. But not all time love will be the great feeling. That love can turn into hate. But dear love, they love one another. But I'll tell you, before, give my hands a big round. Before a couple get married, it is recommended to consult the patra, and there's something we know in the modern world as compatibility. Big word again, right? And I don't like to use big word. It means you want to see if your planet match. That's what it means. All people right like me. It says there are points, and if the boy and the girl fell in love, they will ask upon it, what can we do to make it right? There is also a special puja. And the mantra to chant is not 108 times. It depends on your chakra, the time of birth, who you are physically, personally. And based on that reading, the Pandit can advise you. But it's not in hundreds, but thousands of times. Loving devotees, if a boy and a girl love one another, things are working out. You think they're going to chant a couple of thousand times? They'll say, he did not work out. She did not work out. The fish, the ocean is large enough. There's many fishes. That is what called sacrifice. When you want something, you'll do what it takes, my friends. Coming back, bringing forth of children who is having a hard time. We have learned long ago, people have recommended to perform puja to Ganga Mata. In taking prasadam offering, some people say 5, 7, 9 Sundays. Beloved devotees and friends, it is only a trial to see if it will work. It all depends how you pray and what kind of sacrifice you make. That is what you will get in return. My second question, before I take you to our katha, what is the worst feelings in this world? Anyone want to give a try? Very good. Give me a big round of applause. The worst feeling in this world is to see tears from your parents' eyes and know you are the reason. Lovely devotees, tonight Katha speaks about a father and a son, taking from the golden pages of the Shiv Mahapuran. Narad Muni and his father, Lord Brahma, is having a beautiful conversation. Before I tell you, when last father and son sit down and have a conversation, I want you to think for a moment. Every one of us will be busy doing what we will not take with us when that day comes. It is time to get busy in doing things that will benefit us in our next janam. But many people will say, you know what? I don't know what my birth will be. I don't care about that janam. I have one life to live, and let me live it today and enjoy. We must be careful how we use that term, enjoy. Enjoyment does always bring pain. You want me to give you an example? How much of you get invited to go to a Saturday night wedding? You don't get invited for that, you invite yourself. Right? And when you go to a Saturday night wedding house, the music, what they were playing, I'm not that verse to sing so hot song tonight so you can dance. They'll play those music, and even though you don't know how to dance, they'll give you something to drink. And then that thing will make you dance. And you dance and enjoy. You will not look how long the Pandit to read or how long the bhajan go. You will enjoy the night, and 3, 4 o'clock in the morning you will walk. And when you will come home, and we have a conversation today, no drunk man will pass their house and go to somebody else's house. They know how to come home. lovely devotees. But when you wake up the next day, you enjoy the night before. What happened the next day? I don't know, I never went. What has happened the next day? Huh? When you dance, go to nightclub, what has happened the next day? Huh? They get paid and their foot and their hand, their belly, everywhere with their arms, right? Is that so? Lovely devotees, that is a different satsang that we are here. Sitting on the ground, you have pain on your feet. But that is a reverse pain. But tonight, if you sit on that floor with conviction, and I told you last night, that Bhagwan Shiva will bless you with anything that you want in life. Surrender unto Him tonight. Forget about your pain, and I will tell you, tomorrow when you wake up, the pain might be there, but the level will decrease. It is not me who doing the miracle, you know. It is yourself. It's all that you put in tonight. Lord Brahma and Narad Muni is having a conversation. Lovely devotees, listen as I quote from the Shri Mahapurana these words. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Lord Brahma says to Narad Muni that there was this individual by the name of Yajnadat who was a Brahmin priest. Talking about Brahmin priest, what comes to your mind? When last you heard the term? I know long ago when people book them Jandi, they make sure. How do you make sure? Can you tell me how you make sure? You know how you make sure? You look at them, the life they live. Lovely devotees and friends. It is useless you're a Brahmana and you don't live the life of a Brahmana. But if you choose to initiate and take the vows and live up that life as a Brahmana, it says you will be a Brahmana. No one can categorize us. We have different ways, but no matter how you turn that ways, is the life you live is what important. This sacrifice you make. And tonight, a dedicated priest, a Brahmin priest by the name of Yajnadat, who is very, very simple, my friend. Simple has a lot to do in our life, which we know. The greatest devotee is a devotee who portrays humbleness, simplicity, a person who anyone can reach out to when they have problems. and never be busy when you need help. All would he do? Gyaan was living that life. He was generous as well in donating, giving donations. And that is not all. He was a great scholar of the Vedanta. He knows the scripture, and which he was honored by all the kings from various places. And you know, when you honor by kings, rich people, what has happened? You don't be rich, you just be blessed. Loving devotees and friends, it says, he had a son, he blessed the son by the name of Gunanidhi, handsome and shine like the moon. We learn about the meaning of the song, First, when you have a child, you want to know, should I call you the sun or the moon? And you have the option. Loving devotees. It says, as Gyaan blessed with the son, Gunanidhi, while he was growing, he was guiding his son to live a dharmic life. He teaches his son the dharmic pathway of life. And talking about dharmic life, what comes to your mind? Dharmic life is not only when you come to Mandir, then you be divine. And then when you leave, when you go elsewhere, then you be, you know the word, right? Dharmic life is when you choose to show your personality, who you are everywhere, because there is nothing to cover. I learned one thing, do nothing fear. Do nothing fear, nothing. You don't need to, when you come in the Mandir, wonder if, or when you out, wonder if you live the same life that you're living in the Mandir outside, you don't have to worry about anything. And that is considered as a dharmic life or a righteous life. And every Brahmana, it is their duty to make sure, especially if they bless the son, to invest in the sacred thread, which is considered the Yajna, which we know as the Jani. Today we are living in a world that sanskar died. We are living in a world that people are not paying attention to sanskar anymore. Sanskar means vows, my friends. We're taking oaths. It's just like when you get married or about to get married, and when you're going around the fire, when you're making the 7 steps in front of man and God, you're saying you'll live together until death. Everybody keep that promise. Says if she can't make it or he can't make it, I'll try something else. I'll tell you, putting your life in jeopardy. What you bless with, make that person great in teaching them, for them to learn from their mistake, my friends. And that person will be stronger than someone else you choose in life. It says he chose to invest in that sacred thread, the Yajna Pavit. Gyaan was very, very proud. He was very, very proud, my friends, because he's shaping his son. He's forming his son in a better version of himself. Today, parents, I want to tell you, make your children better than you. Today, people look what our parents is doing, but it is the parents' duty to make sure their children is better than them. And sanskar plays a great role that can change anyone's life. Loving devotees, before I proceed with Katha, I want to ask parents here this evening a very simple question. What is the best gift to give your child or children? I'll repeat it for those of you who did not hear. Parents, what is the best gift to give your child or children? Think. Think for a moment. I'm not gonna tell you everything, you know. My sister told me last night, you asked about Jesus Christ, how much day fasting and Mahatma Gandhi, so I didn't tell them. It is your job to go and look up. Any one of you look up? Anybody have the answer? Jesus Christ fasted for how much days? Very good. And Mahatma Gandhi? So I didn't need to answer the question, right? They already know. Every one of you. The course is a book and goes on. It is used as I tell you everything every night, so I know you went and you do your own work. I want you to give yourself a big round of applause. And who did it? You know now. Parents, what is the best gift to give your child? Well, if you don't know, I'll tell you 5 of them. 5. Isn't that amazing? 5 of them. The first one is humility. Big words, Mandir, break it down. Humility means humble or simple. Live a simple life. Not to go out there and show friends that my phone is more expensive than yours, our house is bigger than yours, our car is better than yours. No. Whatever we bless with, that is not ours, it's lent to us. What we bless with is with this Atma. So firstly, we give our children the gift of humility. Are you going to remember that? Or you want me to text you later in the night? It is good to walk with a little notebook. Now you don't need to go on your phone and jot down the notes. There's a part where you can write or type or send it as a message to somebody. That is how you feel, Lord. Anybody who have a pen in your pocket and a little piece of paper and they write down things, you know what that means? There's room for improvement. Second is empathy. What it means, I'll break it down. Understanding. You may send your children or your child to the greatest university and have a degree, and you will tell them to take the plate and put it in the sink. They take the plate and throw it outside in the garbage because they don't want to wash them. Understanding plays a great role in life. Teach them, give them the gift of understanding, my friends. Third one is resilience. Big words. It says that you should give your children or your child responsibility in a way to be brave and strong. Don't do everything for them. Teach them to be strong and brave to withstand any circumstances in your life. Because you will not be here forever to babysit them. The fourth one is kindness. You will say, you know what, my child is the best. They always give love. He is so kind. They're only kind in front of your eyes. Teach them in your home. Don't be kind in the home, be kind outside. It's better. Because society, what you do outside will affect to the house of the home. Teach them kindness. Kindness is free, which is love. Can you buy love? You cannot. You have to breathe love within the hearts. And the last and final one. Can anybody give the last one? I'll give you a little hint. You're 65, 70 years old, and you're about to go back to where you come from. What do you do? The final gift you give to your children or child is responsibility, to take ownership. Well, what ownership they take? They take over the house. They take over the land. Not that ownership. Give them the ownership that to continue the path that you was living, to live up to the standard and the name that you put and set. So that they'll continue that. Madrasi people call it tradition. You ever heard of that term? Tradition, they keep it going. That is what we pass on to our child children. 5 greatest gifts to loving human beings. But I'm looking back here, I don't see cell phone, iPad, tablet. I didn't see that. That make them more, that mess with their mind. You know why your children is misbehaving? You know why your children is corrupted? Science proven today, for a child who spent more than half an hour on a device, when they reach our age like this, they would not remember you or anyone because they lost their memory. Says, my friends, we have limitation in watching movie and TV when we were growing up. Is not so? Likewise, we should limit ourselves on social media. But no, sometimes the parents look at the TikTok and the whatever, and they expect their child to get up before. Says, parents set the example. Be in the phone in conducting constructive things that will bring some sort of value in our life. At one funeral home, I asked the question, what is the use of a cell phone? And I want to ask you, what is the use of a cell phone? The use of a cell phone is to communicate, make a call, it's for emergency. But nowadays, people hear emergency everywhere. In the Mandir, anyway, puja, everything is emergency now. Lovely devotees, as we understand tonight the concept of life, the greatest gift to give our children, it says, Yajna, that perform that act in giving these 5 gifts to his child, Gunanini. And his son were sharing a good relationship, but something is about to change. What is about to change? God tells us this evening as we listen. Gangadhara Nataraja Gangadhara अपने पिता के साथ अपने अम्मा होने के मधुर गुणमय विपक्का जिसका गुणमय इसका पिता को पिता पिता जब बिना से व्याप ज्ञान हो गया और मान के गया और उससे कैसे सुना चली मान गए लगा Says, despite having a good relationship with his father, he was indulged in gambling, which was unknown to his father. And by gambling, he got broke and he went to the mother asking for money, gold, silver. What do you think the mother did? Can anybody give a guess? What do you think the mother did? She gave him the money and the jewelry. Why? Children can do the craziest things in this world. But in the eyes of the mother, especially, that is their child. Yet Nadat, the father, unaware of what is taking place in his own home. His wife, he will ask his wife every day when he come home from his puja. Remember, he is a priest, a pandit. And every day when he will come home, he will ask, where is my brilliant son? Nobody picked his guns, you know. Sometimes I just use this term, and I'm proud to use this term. I just tell kids, if you cannot use your common sense, then use your capital sense. Because long ago when we go to school, we have known that there is something called common sense, no matter how much degree you have. It means, I will break it down to you, it means to figure things out. Use the little knowledge and figure things out. That is what it means. There is no university to go and have common sense. He goes home and he says, where is my brilliant son? Because he know what he made and what he put the sacrifice to make a great child. The mother will make excuses. And some of you, this will relate to you. When the father asks for the child, you hide the child and sell him, and then you say, you know what Kata says tonight? The mother says to Yashnala that, you know, he is performing, he is taking a bath. He's busy, right? He's thinking about. The next day he comes home. Oh, he is doing puja. He's chanting in the puja room. And every day he comes home, there's a different excuse. Oh, he's studying the scripture. Father, hear that? Wow, my son will be better than me. Loving devotees, excuse upon excuses. Does this relate to any one of your life? There will be one parent who will be strict. It's either the mother or the father. For me, I am the one. I love devotees. That child will never love the strict parents. And when that child wants something and either the father or the mother cannot give that child, the other one will make that child sneak out and cover for that child. And this, by doing this act, my friends, you will know the result tonight in Shri. At this point in time, Gunanidhi reached the age for marriage. He grew up now, teenager. And what happened? Listen, Kata tells us tonight. Jaya Jaya Guru Jaya Jaya Shiva Jaya Jaya Shiva Jaya Jaya Guru Jaya Jaya Shiva तुम्हारी हाथों का हर में पता चला तो क्या तुम्हें मरे और मुझे भी नहीं खोएगा जया Mother says this evening, as Gunaditi reached the age for marriage, the father, yet another, performed all prescribed rites. And after the marriage, his mother was warned by him about his father's high reputation and admiration. And it says, stating that if he should know what you're doing or discover what you're doing, he will punish you. And he will not spare you at all. It is time now he get married and he is about to begin a family life. And now is the time now the mother warned him that, if your father do know what you're doing, he will not spare you. When shall we train the child? Huh? I'll tell you when. I don't know when you will train. I'll tell you when I will do. Putting a seed in the hole, the seed will grow when you water it only. Now when you put it on, continue watering the seed. And when that seed sprout, there will be a little tiny sprout, and from that the leaf, and then it will grow into young branch, small young. And when it's raining and windy, the tree will go back and forth, back and forth. And it might be a chance the wind can break that limb. And if you want that tree, that little plant to survive, with your common sense, you'll go now and you will go on a tree and you cut a fork stick. And you'll put one this way when the breeze will blow this direction. And you'll put one that way when it blows that direction. So no matter what goes around that plant will remain stable. And as you continue to throw the water on the plant, it will grow one day, and the plant will make sure it goes straight because there is no chances to grow bend. Talking about bend, they had a bend coconut tree and we let the other side. It grows in this way. They didn't put fucking stick on that one. We have some children now. I want you to go now. That should be a place of visit that you will start charging money for that area. I think I'll do that next year to raise money for Gyaan Satsangh. Waiting. We'll start to set up a nice fence and we'll call our parents who have bad kids and tell them to come and stand up here and look at the tree. And we'll tell them, you know what? We cannot straighten this tree now, we are already bent. Now what we gotta do, we gotta plant back a new coconut tree and start to straighten. And everybody will come, because they want to take care of their children. Do you have bad kids here? I just tell you the answer, man. You're gonna make some good money here, right? Loving devotees, I want to tell you, my friends. It says that is the time when they're at the tender age. Sometimes you tell the parents, bring your kids to Mandir, the Lord, he will yet, I want to tell you, my drummer, he started now at 6 years old. You know what the mother tells me? The mother says, we'll give him a try. And she asked me, do you think he will make it? I'm ready to put him in the class. And I says, I don't know yet, just bring him, I don't know the size of the child. Maybe he can be 6 and he has long more than me. Maybe 6 and he has tiny. I want to see the child. And my intention, once that child hand can reach the two sides of the drum, he or she, I'm saying she because my students is she too, he or she can play that dola. And for those of you who are following me on social media, you see them perform. Loving devotees. That is the fruit of Sanatan Dharma, not me. That is the right time for the child to learn at the tender age. Loving devotees. Now the child grew up, married. That is a big man now, responsibility. Now the mother will straight him. If your father know, you will get some, it is too late. My friends, she said to the son that, oh son, take responsibility for your action and stop living the life as a secret. We are living in a world that, sometimes we hide things from people. But I want to tell you here that, sometimes we talk to an individual and the words go through these ears and they come through here. There are some people when you talk to them, the words go through this ear. And some people say come through here. But I know some people I tell something come through here. We should not let come through here or here, digest it into the heart. Digest it. Loving what needs. It says, tears was flowing from the eyes of the mother, but Gunanidhi did not care. Because the mother don't know that, you know what? He would never change. Parents, how much of you go to bed and you cry in the evening? And you cry because of your child or children? Don't raise your hand. Keep it to yourself. Holding out this with you tonight. Lovely bodies. Gunanidhi was raised in a Brahmin home, but he fell into the Adharic path. Similarly, you and I can fall into that path as well. So be cautious. Be cautious. You might grow up in a decent home, but you can change. Gunanidhi continued to gamble, my friends. And now he is taking any valuable item and gambling without asking anymore. He's not going to ask for anything, but he's just taking it up, picking it up out from home. And sometimes when he is gambling, sometimes he will win, but most of the time he will lose. And what happened? He has to continue to get that wealth, the money, the jewelry, and valuable things to gamble. As Gunanidhi closes everything, something is about to happen. God tells us tonight. Om Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Shiva Bham Bam Bhola. Om Namah Shivaya, Shantaya, Shiva Bham Bam Bhola. Shiva Bham Bam Bhola, Shiva Bham Bam Bhola, Shiva Bham Bam Bhola. Om Namah Shivaya, Shantaya. में जो पुष्पी देखा था भट्टा अधर चलता हरि पर हाथ रखते का और कर्जा में निकल जाओ जीवन के मैंने जाता था उसके अपने पिता के एक बहू को आया और से कर एक Shiva Bam Bam Bhola. Gunanidhi, a good child in the eyes of his father, is in trouble. He loses everything. He is in debt and loving devotees. Now he's looking around everywhere. What else can he gamble? As he's looking, he found his father's ring, and Gunanidhi gambled that ring away. It says that same evening, his father was walking home from puja. You know, one of the greatest affliction in life, especially in this day and age, is because people are not using their feet to walk enough. anymore. Pandits normally used to walk and ride their bicycle to do puja long ago. Nowadays, every way what we do. Lovely devotees, it says we have feet, we have arms, we have eyes, nose, ears. Do you think they are just there because God just put it there without any purpose? When we do puja, we put the water in our left hand. And what we are doing? Do you know? The Pandit ever tell you what is that about? When you touch the lips, you say, "Hey Bhagwan, bless these lips so I can speak good words." That is now what God has done. "Hey Bhagwan, bless the nostrils so I can inhale." What kind of scent? Sweet. The Korean sweet though. It says, bless our eyes to only look at good things. When you're on social media, look only at good things. Good things like tonight's Satsangh, you will have 5 man you will watch. But bad things, you have thousands. We put at our ears. Hey Bhagwan, bless our ears to listen your name. But yet, we listen to people's names sometimes. We say, "Hey Bhagwan, bless our arms so we can lift it to do good things." When you have the opportunity to do good things, so make some parsad. "Oh, my hand not too good, you know." And lastly, "Hey Bhagwan, bless my feet to take me to place of worship." And when you're gone, you go everywhere else. And when it comes to worship, oh my foot is hurting. God gave us these vital parts for a purpose. And what we use it for is not for anybody's benefits, but for our benefits. If our feet sleep or our hands sleep, it cannot move. And when your body sleep, is because it is not moving. So movement is one of the most important things in our life. When you eat, take a 20 minutes walk and come back. And then you will have a healthy knee. You're not going to complain, "Oh, Bolina, why my knee is half broken and somebody else one is good." No, they have a half broken one too, but they carry through because what it used it to do, my friends. So, lovely devotees, he was walking home from puja, and you know when you walk in, we chant his bhajan, and God does only make us attentive to certain things, especially who are truly devotee of God. And there is where something caught his attention. It says, while he was walking, he saw by the street side, there is a few gambola. And on the hand of one of them, he saw his ring. Nowadays you have jewelry, you don't even know what you have home. But that time he has one ring that has value. You know what kind of ring is it? Anybody knows the ring? It's married ring. How much people wear married ring now? Pandit, should I wear the right finger, the left finger? Wear it any finger. Married ring, wear it. There is a different design in it. They call it a married band. Nowadays what they have? They put diamond and sequins will keep it. Lovely devotees, nobody will forget their married ring because they will engrave certain things on them. And that caught his attention. And he's wondering to know now, my ring was home, I forget it, and how it's on somebody else's hand. Now he didn't go and say, "Oh, give me my ring." Lovely devotees, what happened? He says now, something comes to his mind. And what comes to his mind? What it tells us this evening. Agar bam 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 bhola bajai damaru. Agar bam 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 bhola bajai damaru. Bajai damaru, bajai damaru. Bajai damaru, bajai damaru. Indureva Asmai Gurate Sarsatmajake Yamuskahanti Isme Gure Jarane Kino Yahor Bhati Hai Uska Vitam Hai Ab Iti Nisparajini Apne मान का परिहार वापस दिया था अगर It says, while he was going, he saw the ring, and then when he walked by, something comes to his mind to turn back around to take a second look. And when he looked again, he really see what he saw the first time. And what he did, my friends, he went straight to the gambler, and he says, where did you get that ring from? The gambler claimed that it was gambled by your son and I won it. That moment the father heard, gamble away by your son, he felt sick because he cannot expect what he's hearing. Parents, have you ever been struck by someone come and tell you that, oh, your child done something to you and you could not believe? Until one day you know the truth. How that feel? That is how Gyaan feel this evening. The gambler says to him that just this morning your son won back his mother red sari. You know what kind of red sari? Now you have all color in the where you hang the sari now in? Because I have a little box thing they call it the wardrobe. You only can hold 5 outfits. The mother red sari, what comes to your mind? Very good. Only this morning he won back his mother red sari. Gyaan is like, like arrows striking his heart. Like, like the Raptors was shooting the arrows to Devi Mata last night. That is how he's feeling. Lovely what is in friends. It says now he felt very, very weak. He was very curious to know what he's hearing, and he felt very, very weak and sick hearing this. The gambler looked at him and says, you don't know what that teaches you. Sometimes we are living in our own home, our own house, and we don't know what is going on in our house, but when you go on the street, somebody else got to tell you what's going on in your house. Shiv Puran prove it tonight. It says your son is one of the lead gambler. Every day he will be here. He keeps bringing things from your home. Gems, jewelry, money, gold, silver, and he gambled them away. Today, he gambled your ring. And as this person keeps saying, the more somebody keeps saying something, he's getting weaker and weaker, and he's not far away from home. Do you think you'll manage to reach home? If it was you, what would happen? Only if you walk, you'll have a strong heart, right? Will take you home, heart attack right there. Lovely bodies. What happened? Kata tells us, listen. Shambho Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva. Shambho Mahadeva, Shiva Shambho Mahadeva. Shambho Mahadeva. Shambhu Mahadeva. उनकर जटा सत्य लाल से अपने नीचे उतारिए उसने अपने चेहरा और से कढ़ावे से सारे दिया और उसका घर जला गया। उसने अपनी पत्नी को पुकारा, हे देवी ब्याह दूल्हा चलेंगे, उसका चला मेरा पुत्र कहाँ है। हर 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 शंभो, हर 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 शंभो, शंभो महादेवा, शंभो महादेवा, शंभो महादेवा, शंभो महादेवा, शंभो महादेवा, शंभो महादेवा. It says at this moment, Gyaan, he took his shawl, and he covered his head, and he's walking home, my friends. It says because he felt so ashamed to stand there to listen to these words, because when the conversation is going, people is looking, people is watching, and they're hearing, my friends. And it says he felt very, very ashamed. He put his head down, but while he was walking home, he was very, very angry, and he felt sick in his stomach, my friends. He went home and he called upon his wife, and he asked now, and this is the only day he will ask this question. He asks, "Oh Devi, where is my miserable, wicked, evil-minded child? Where is he?" And from time she heard those terms, she doesn't know. He is upset. Nowadays, I want to tell you this. When you do puja and your pandit, they sit down there so holy and divine, and they will sit down and they will try their best to be humble and sit down there and try to bite their tongue. And when it comes to a point when things are going wrong, and when they stood up and they open their mouth, I don't agree to open it in public to embarrass anyone, my friends, but I want to tell you, it says this is the duty of a Brahmin priest, to bring things together. And now the priest who is humble become very angry. Who get angry? Which devata get angry? Can anybody tell me? Bhagwan Shiva. When you go to him, he will sit down there and he will bless you with anything that you want. But the time you take that gift and the vardhan and you utilize it to do wrong things, and you make him get angry, my friends, that is the portrait, that is the way, the version of a Brahmana. And then there will be no advantage being taken of any priest who is considered as a Brahmana. Lovely devotees and friends. That's why long ago, there are some pandits, you're scared of them. That's why when you do your puja, you make sure you do certain things because you know what you will get. Some of them, they do it publicly, but I will tell you, I don't do it publicly. I do it, nicely in public sometimes. But loving devotees and friends, it says anger is something would not control one way by every individual. Everyone control the anger different. Many of us, we learn that we must put away or avoid it. But it says, but one Krishna fight more when he gets angry. Adi Shakti Durga Devi manifests. But one Shankar manifested in anger. And it says for a purpose of a good reason. Hearing this, my friends, it says, right away she realized that Gyaan know the truth. And she began now to panic. Gyaan asks his wife, "Where is my ring? Where is my ring?" I wear it every day, but today I forget it home. He continued to ask. He says, where is your red sari, which I give you at the time of? He told his wife, when Kunanidhi returned home, tell him not to step foot into this house again. I don't want to see his face anymore. Do you know what will happen? As Kunanidhi came home, he was told not to enter. And his father disowned him. Loving devotees, what happened? Some parents think, you know what? When they punish their children, they cannot live. The more you punish them, the more long they will live. You make them stronger. What happened tonight? He's not permitted back into that house because of his wrong doings. What Gunamidi did. He went now on the street with no money, no food, like a beggar. And he has nowhere to go, but he went to seek shelter under a tree. And while sitting there now, tears flowing from his eyes. He never shed tears in his life, you know. Tears is flowing from his eyes. Now he felt guilty for what he was doing. Sitting there, my friends, when we are in trouble, we just hear things. And it is about time for us to interpret those things. While he sits there now with nothing, no food, no money, no relationship, my friends, it says he's hearing something. And he's hearing something, my friends, from a distance. What he's hearing, Kata tells us. Dimita, dimita, dim, dimita, dimita, dim, nache bole na. all sorts of instruments. And while he sat there, he heard the drum is playing. And when he looked at the distance, he saw everyone dressed up like you and I. And as they dressed up, my friends, in their hands, they held flowers. How much of you bring flowers tonight to Mandir? In their hands, they have sweet. How much of you bring offerings this evening to Mandir? In their hands, they have leaves. How much of you bring some leaves? Lovely devotees, long ago, when Pandit performed puja, especially in the Gyaan, if they have some duva grass growing in Nani yard, Nani will wake up, she will shower, she will pick some grass, put it in a plastic bag. Another neighbor, they have some nice hibiscus flower, they will pick some flower, put it in a plastic bag. Another person, get little money, they buy some milk, they make some nice pira, and they put it in a little bowl, and they are going to one Jandi house. It's not because the Yajman is poor, it's because when they go somewhere, they learn that they should never shake the land hand. Tonight, I didn't bring flowers or prasadam or anything, but I bring Gyaan, Satsangh, knowledge to give loving devotees. So today, you're learning a lesson. Anytime you go to Mandir, make sure we buy flower when we go to Mandir in New York. But I know we never shout for flowers. We buy leaves, we never shout for leaves. And after today, I was telling some of my devotees that in my Mandir, they have a stock of curry like this. That everyone, when they come with their plastic bag, they will go there and they will put some bananas, some fruits, and they will put their offerings. And when we offer prasad, they will come up and they will offer prasad, whatever we offer. And at the end, I have a special kid, verse in lifting the basket and put all the fruits in there, in that basket. And his duty to take the assistance with another one if he need, if we have not plenty for prasad. And he will walk around and he will not give you what he wants to give you, because that's what he has taught. He gives you the whole basket for you to take what you want. And he will not start that side today and for the rest of the year. He will start wherever randomly, because that is what he taught. Treat people equally. So lovely devotees and friends, this is what you see now from a distance. Everyone dressed up drunk. They come, they're singing, in their hands flowers. They have sweet to offer. They have leaves. They have everything. And where he's thinking now, as he sits down there, he's about, they're getting closer. And he asks now, where are you going? Where are you guys going? And they said, you don't know? Today is Maha Shivratri. You don't know? Pandit son, what you know? Today is Maha Shivratri. And we are going to Mandir to perform worship to who? Bhagwan Shiva. Gunani, they decide now to follow them. He didn't get nothing. He don't even get a nice piece of clothes. But he have no option now, because he's hungry. And when you go to a Mandir, your belly will full at the end. So now he decided to follow them. And upon entering into the Mandir, he entered hungry. He was hungry. But he decided to wait until everything finished. How long can you fast for? How long can you fast for? Pandit, can I book at 10 o'clock? We can't wait till 1 o'clock, man. They insult the football crowd. Lovely devotees, how long can you fast for? What kind of fasting? Some people think, if you don't eat that thing, that's fasting. No. There are various kinds of fasting. Fasting without nothing at all, especially on Maha Shivratri day. And he is forced to do that now. because of challenges in his life. Lovely devotees. It says he now, with the knowledge he taught, he knows that he cannot consume the prasad. He has to wait until the end. And he's not going there, first time he's going. Lovely devotees. It says, Mahashivratri come to an end. Some of the devotees fall asleep in the temple. Some of them return back home because they cannot sleep without their bed. And it says, he stood there and he wanted to sleep, but when you're hungry, you cannot sleep. And he alone remained awake. And when Mahashivratri starts, my friends, when? Time of the day? I'll tell you 6 a.m. And when it ends, are you guys keeping Mahashivratri in Gyaan? When you just open the Mandir door, 4 o'clock, 5? If you don't know now, it's coming up a few months away. And many people ask why Gyaan Satsangh now? We begin a new year. Now Ratri is coming up. Ganesh Jayanti, Saraswati Jayanti. And now you're having knowledge to upkeep these vrat in a proper way. So every vrat you're going to Mandir, you will go without shaking your left hand and know the purpose of these ritual and the timing. It starts at 6 a.m. that morning and ends 6 a.m. the other morning. It says devotees should not sleep that night but keep vigil. Where? Not at their home or the street corner playing cards, but in the Mandir. Doing what? Singing bhajan. But this is a different situation. It says some choose to stay but they couldn't keep up, but he fall asleep, but they're still in the Mandir. Some went home and he stood there with his hungry belly waiting, my friends. And what happened? It says that he was looking at everything that is happening throughout, and he was engaging, but although he's hungry, his mind is on one thing. His eye is only looking at one thing, and his belly is scraping him. And it says, where they perform the puja, there is a diya, and the diya was about to go down and get dim. And as the diya about to out, Gurnanidhi tore a piece of his clothing and he made a wick. And he went and he put it into that diya and he relighted it and had some ghee and stuff like that. And while doing that, my friends, now he can see clearly where the fruits are and where the sweet are. And how we have the option to know if I want banana or I want this or I want that, and using the light to see in the Mandir. So lovely devotees, he grabbed how much he able because he have a long life to live under the tree bottom. He push in the pocket this way, he push this way, and he hold in the hand, and he put some here and there, and now he's about to sneak out quietly. He's about to walk out the Mandir. And on his way, he tripped on one of the feet of the devotee who was sleeping in the Mandir. And now that person woke up and started to shout, "Thief!" What happened, my friends? Everyone just jumped up, put on all the lights. Gurnanidhi caught stealing. Now the guard of the temple began to chase him. He started to run. And as the guard chased him, what happened? Father tells us, Hare 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 Shambho, Hare 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 Shambho. अपने जान बचाने के है वचन किंतु गए भारत किया और धर्म के समान यमराज रात हो गए जैसे क्या बहुत घर गया शिवगन आया और यमदूत से कहा इसके कर्म आत्मा ब्राह्मण को छोड़ दो He began to run for his life, and while he is running, my friends, it says, now he don't know if he will have the chance to live. He started to peel the banana and start to eat while he's running, and the guard is chasing him. Imagine you are in the position, you're hungry, bad, you make sure you fully well before you're dead, right? Lovely for this. I know there are some people that eat for them when they see a lot of food, right? Let me eat for them today. Lovely for this. It says, he has no option but running, and while running, he is consuming the prasadam that offered to Bholinath. It says the servants of Yamraj appear in front of him, and the Shiva Gunas arrive as well, and said to Yamdu, leave this righteous Brahman alone. He cannot be punished since his sin was burnt off. The Yamdu says, how can he be your devotee? He was a Brahmin living a negative life, impure life, caused his parents to cry, damage the character, the reputation of his father. The Shivaguna says, we agree, yes, that he was a gambler, he was a negative person, but he went to the temple on one of the greatest nights, which is Mahashivratri, hungry. He did not eat for the entire vrat. He waited till it finished. And that is not all. He kept 24 hours fasting and stay awake. One of the greatest vrat, Mahashivratri, when you say Om Namah Shivaya, it's equivalent to 108 times. When you offer one Bela Patra on the Shivaling, it's equivalent to 108 offerings. One banana. So now start saving money, buy leaf, buy banana. You'll know the value and start to get them ready for that Shivratri coming up this year. Lovely devotees. They continue to speak. The Shiva Gunas speak to young dudes. It says, he was singing and chanting while he was there, because by singing he forget about his hunger. While the devotees was making offerings of prasadam, he did not. But he performed a puja, which is manas puja. He performed the puja in his mind. He was focused and solely directed his thoughts, his vision onto one thing and nothing else. He was looking at that Shivalinga when they're pouring the offerings. When you go to Shivratri night and they pour the milk, have you ever looked how the milk pour on the Shivalinga? You'll see the darkness, you get into the white, then it's fade and it's coming like this. You know what I'm talking about? Some of you throw the dar and you either somebody else. Now when you throw the dar, look at the Shivalinga and look how it changed complexion. It says that is how you know if Bhagwan Shiva is calm or he is angry. Lovely body. That is how you know a person if he is calm or angry. Lovely devotees. It says, he also kept the diya lighting, which if that diya should be out, the vrat has been ended, but he kept it lighting. And he ate one of the greatest food, which is prasadam. And the prasadam of Lord Shiva. before he died. How much of you does eat prasada? How much of you does eat the Mahamogan? Pandit lagi cholesterol Besides the Shiva Gunas, continue to speak. How can a person like this not qualify to meet Bhagwan Shiva? Because people will see the good you do, right? They'll see the good. People will not see the good you do, but they will see the wrong you do. Remember that. Lovely bodies. This is what they face. God tells us this evening. Shambho Shankar Deva, Shambho Shankar Deva, Bole Baba Mahadeva, Bole Baba Mahadeva, Bole Baba Mahadeva, Hare Prabhu Sharanam Deva, 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 Hare Prabhu Sharanam Deva. Bole Baba Mahadeva. It says at this moment, my friends, as we are about to conclude Katha, the servants of Yamraj has been forced to leave and go back to Yamno. We have learned if death should come, Yamraj, Yamu, and if we chant one mantra, they have to wait. What is that mantra? The Maha Mrityum Jaya Mandir. Om Trayambakam Yajami. What else? What else? You know the mantra, right? Chant it now till you're there. You will never there. You will manage? You will kind of take some break, right? Young will wait for you when you take the break. It says, my friends, they have to leave. They're forced to leave. And at this moment now, Bhagwan Shankar the servants of Bhagwan Shankar has control of the Atma, the soul. As the big Kunalini in the soul exit out of the body, he eat the prasad, belly full. Now the soul is about to go for judgment. Lovely devotees, it says the Shiva Gunas, they took the Atma to Kailashpati, where he sits with Parvati Devi. Bhagwan Shiva blessed him to reborn on earth as a king by the name of Arinya Dama, the ruler of Kalinga. It says he was solely dedicated to Lord Shiva, and those within his kingdom, he will encourage them to perform puja to Lord Shiva as well. He invited all the heads of the gods of the village to his kingdom, and he offered them lamps, light, to take back to their home, to their Mandir, to their Shiva Mandir. He donated that so that light will always be at the feet of that lingam, Bhagwan Shankar. And once more he lived that life, my friends, and death comes again. And as he died once more, it says this time when he died, he returned directly to Lord Shiva. And as he returned to Lord Shiva, he did not send back to earth, but he made him one of the Ashtadikpa. It says the Devatas who protect the 8th direction. Do you know the 8th direction? Nowadays, people don't even know the direction to sit and puja. Do you know the 8th direction? It says Ashtadikpa, 8th direction. It says east, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, southwest, southeast. And every location, there are devatas reside here. And I will ask you some questions and see how intelligent you are. I'll go first to the southern direction. Which god resides there? Yamraj, the god of death. I'll ask you the question. We go to the east. Which devata is there? It says the god of the heavens. And we go to the west. Where is the west? That direction, who is there? Varun Devata. It says, the Lord of water, the ocean. And northeast, who reside there? It says, the God of sustenance, Lord Krishna. Southeast, the God of fire, Agni Devata. Northwest, Vayu, the God of wind. And southeast, Nitriti, who is a demigod, lovely devotees. There is one of them we miss, which is the direction of the Lord. Who reside there? It says Bhagwan Shankar, make him the Lord of that location, who is the Lord known as Kubir. Lovely devotees, it says in our life, when we sit to do puja, direction is very important. And who we worship, that is what we will get in return. If we want rain, there is a special puja for rain. We did it one day. If you want harvest, there is a special puja to do to gain harvest from your crops. We learned tonight, if we want children, there is a special puja to bring more children. What else you want tonight? I asked you to come tonight, the Mandir full, and I know you come for something. Tell me what you want now. Go ahead. Bhagwan Shankar is listening. What do you want? You're having one-time opportunity to speak your mind. What do you want? You don't want nothing? It says anything we want in life, there is a puja for it. And if we have problem, and we don't want problem, there is a puja to remove problem as well. So what you're going back home this evening with, if you don't understand anything? Tell me. Anybody? It is time now, every day you want something. Am I right or wrong? Isn't every day you want something? Why you go to work to get money? Because you want the car, you want the house, you want the land, you want the ring, you want something, you want. And everything you bring in life, make sure puja is important. Having a house, you have to perform puja at the park. Having a car, open the hood of the engine, perform puja. And that is how it blesses. Now when you have your paycheck, what kind of puja you do with it? You take out the first money and you buy some prasad and bring it to offer. Do you want to learn more tonight? We will not learn everything here. The Satsangh is marching now over to the river. Tomorrow we are going to Mandir, which I admire that temple more this Mandir. It is one Mandir that brought memories. All is gold, my friends. And when you talk about humbleness, simplicity, and when you go to someone home, they call that a word. I can't pronounce it. How they treat you. What do you call the word? Is it hospitality? What do you call it? Maybe I'm wrong. But I want to tell you, they treat you with love. They treat you with happiness. Lovely happiness. So if you want to go with us, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. You just have to make your mind up. And before I leave, if you want to prove to me you're taking some banana to the next satsang, you have the option. I don't need to tell you how to spend your money. But always remember, prayer. Everything you have in life. When you read, you have a book, there is a prayer. When you have your food, there is a prayer. When you get out of bed, you say a prayer. Everything. When you put on your clothes, there is a prayer. When you put on your feet, there is a prayer. When you sit down, there is a prayer. You don't know, right? But you don't know. I want to thank you all once more for listening, and I ask Holy now to bless each and every one of you. We all have something we don't like, and we all have something that we want in life. What is for us, we will get. And when that time right for difficulties and problems to go away, God Paramatma will know when is the right time. All we have to do, never give up, have struggle, have faith in your God, believe in your God. Continue to pray. Let us all sing glories to this divine as we continue Katha. तू ही देवों का देव, तू है दाता तुम्हें, माता तुम्हें, पिता तुम्हें, बंधु तुम्हें, सखा तुम्हें, हर 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 महादेव, हर 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 महादेव, हर 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 Principal Vyas Maharaj ki. I'm sure, sisters and brothers, to my younger brothers and sisters here, I'm sure that you go home with something. Not when we watch out at the gate, we can actually forget whatever we have learned tonight. My brothers and sisters here tonight, to my younger brothers and sisters, one of the popular things that we all, indulge with. I'm not referred to, my younger brother alone. There's something called Superbet. And we all, addicted to it. We want to play this more and more and more. And we see that many family, many relationships have been carried away because of these kind of things. My brothers and sisters here, the best jewel that a man and woman can ever wear is not diamond, it's not silver, it's not pearl, it's his or her character. Our parents put so much effort within that, my brothers and sisters. When we go out there or when we stand there, first thing they're going to ask you, that boy is who? Or that girl is who, kid? Our parents' name, my brothers and sisters, we are carrying. And let us all make our parents proud in the end of it. My brothers and sisters, there are days going to come that we're going to be a parents and we will feel, the same way that they will, they will feel it for all of us. My brothers and sisters, there are too much of things that our parents stood there for all of us. And we need, as a younger generation, to hold our parents' head very high. And embrace them, love them, adore them, and care them. When you go home tonight, and if you never tell your mom and dad, I'm sorry, whatever we have, I have to, say that to them, my brothers and sisters. And that is, one of the best things that you can ever do. Do not think that, we can go at Sunday morning to Satsangh or to a yajna, we can perform a big jandi, and bypass God, whatever we have done with our parents. My brothers and sisters, honor your mother and your father is one of the best things that we can do. Shravan Kumar actually do that, my brothers and sisters. I do not want to take much of your time here, my brothers and sisters. But let us all put that into practice so that we can become a better individual in society. My brothers and sisters, with all the respect, I ask Pandit Dino to come forward and to recite some prayers. And tonight's sponsor is no other than is a sponsor for their late mother, and that is Pitaji Lionheart. That is the nickname of that individual. So I'm going to ask Pitaji Dino to come forward and recite some prayers for the Atma of this departed soul. My brothers and sisters, I want to commend this wonderful family to doing a fantastic job, in celebrating Satsangh in this magnitude.
Thank you very much, Raji. I invite you to bow your head as we pray for the soul of our dear late Mataji, Ratanlai Duryodan, who departed this physical world, but her son sponsor tonight's puja. And as you know, Pandit Vyas's message fits the purpose of today's puja. Son sponsoring puja for memory of the mother. And what more better than that we can ask for. So I invite you to bow your head as we ask Bhagwan to bless the soul of our dear Mataji. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Saraswate Namah. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurumedeva Sarvakayeshu Sarvara. Yehi Dharma Vritam Shreshta Dharma Dharma Vicharaka Dharmena Dharmalokam Dharmaraja Namostute Dandastu Dharudeva Dharmaraj Mahavala Mahakal Mahadeva Dharmamurti Namo Namah. Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuram Araranama Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagadguru. Om Anadi Nidinau Deva Shankra Chakra Gadadara Akshaya Pundarikakshama Preta Muksho Pradobhava. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulaikayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Principle Govinda Bhagwan ki Jai. Devotees, Bhagwan Krishna tells all of us through Arjuna, Jatasya hi durvam durvam mitra janmasya. That those who are born will have to die. Basic principle that life has to offer. As soon as you're born, your shadow becomes, what is the name of our shadow? Death. He accompanies us everywhere we go. We don't know nothing else will happen. But one thing we are sure of, that will be ours. Let us prepare ourselves. Tonight Katha is a meaningful one to all of us. But one spoke with all of us directly. All of you get some bad habit. Cut it out. Because if we continue with a bad habit, people will put lash bad habit. Not literally lash to what? We will somewhere in this life. And if we go beyond, and when we go beyond, it becomes very, very much sad for the soul in that journey. So we ask that our dear Mataji, her soul be protected, and having this puja in her name will surely make Bhagwan Krishna shower more blessing to her and to the family. Those of you who have your parents alive, treat them well. If they are gone beyond, pray for them so that the soul will be blessed. Om Dhyau Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Ushadaya Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Lili Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Prem se bolo Shiv Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai. Prem se bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Prem se bolo Vyas Bhagwan ki Jai.
Thank you very much, Panditino. I know that the time is going. Once again, let me say thanks to all these wonderful Mandir, thanks to all these wonderful Pandit, and to the members of the Kirtan group. Thank you very much to all you wonderful devotees from near and far that come out to this beautiful Gyaan Satsangh. Once again, sisters and brothers, to my younger brothers and sisters, do not disrespect your parents, because when you're going to become parents, one day the same thing will refer to you. So love them, care them, and adore them always. My brothers and sisters, those of you make mistake, correct our mistake, and so we can move on with it. My brothers and sisters, it's not what people say about you, but more importantly, what God knows about you. No matter how far the line may run, the truth will always catch it up. Thank you very much once more, sisters and brothers. Shall you all please stand for the final act.
प्रार्थना